Like many others in community-engaged work, I yearned for academic excellence throughout my life. My parents moved from Pakistan to Canada right after they got married with little money in their pockets. They eventually were able to move to America, better their situation, buy a home, and put their children through college. Because of this, I was inspired by my parents' hard work and drive and wanted to emulate the same work ethic and determination that they always had. My first volunteering experience made me fall in love with community engagement. It all started when my 7th grade science teacher told our class about a volunteering experience at the Como Zoo. I didn't really pay attention to what she was saying at the time since I wasn't really interested. My best friend could not stop talking about it during recess. "Won't it be so exciting, Areej? We could hold animals together this entire summer," she jumped up and down as she tried to convince me into signing up. I reluctantly agreed, mainly because she was my best friend and I didn't want to disappoint her. The first few training days were long and difficult for me, as I was not used to being so busy as a middle schooler. Over time, I started to love what I was doing. I would go to the zoo 3 to 4 days a week and would get to hold many different animals. I also saw the behind the scenes of the zoo, fed the giraffes, and established connections with caretakers. Those 3 summers at Como Zoo set me up for high school, which led me to successfully deliver speeches and meetings in my classes and extracurriculars. In high school, I started to get involved with other organizations. I had a few random volunteering events with different school activities and other activities in my hometown. Since I was in the marching band, I was able to attend sports events and play music with the band. This was essentially what most of my volunteering consisted of in high school. Although it was fun, none of this volunteering was overly significant to me. I was not particularly keen on playing an instrument for my long-term goals, and I was not too passionate about sports either. I mainly just volunteered at these events for fun and to add to my resume. However, everything changed when I became involved in patient care. "Good morning, ma'am. Do you have an appointment with us?" I started with a slight nervousness. It was one of my first days at the clinic, and although I had completed thorough training, I was still a bit apprehensive. The patient introduced herself as Lucia and handed me her forms that she had filled out as I led her to the examination room. As soon as I shut the door, Lucia began to tremble. As I prompted her to share her past and present medical histories, she began to cry. Lucia suffered recurrent pain and swelling accompanied by varicose veins in her left leg. These symptoms manifested into deep vein thrombosis, necessitating emergency surgical intervention. She expressed her frustration due to the fact that she is now experiencing an onset of these same symptoms once again. I then understood the gravity of inaccessible preventative care. Due to her immigration status, she was unable to access preventative care that was essential for her recovery. This fueled my commitment to improve healthcare disparities. Not yet a physician, I searched for ways in which I could offer Lucia comfort and a supporting voice. I had just started volunteering at Rahma Clinic, a community clinic in the Twin Cities area which provides service to individuals without insurance, namely low-income and immigrant families. This experience encompassed a passion that I was unaware I had and filled me with a naive indignation. Volunteering with individuals who faced adversity and different hardships opened up a new realm of possibilities, becoming a source of security and connection for my patients. This experience unexpectedly deepened my gratuity and humility, and fueled the fire I possessed to diminish the gap in healthcare disparities. Interacting with patients on a one-on-one level furthered my determination to advocate for patient populations, particularly those that struggled in accessing care. My appreciation for this cause grew with each patient that confided in me. Wanting to foster a long-standing impact within my community, I became involved with 2 other nonprofit clinics offering free patient care without insurance needed, Hadi and Shifa Clinic. I am now aware of my calling towards addressing the complexities of care for low-income and uninsured individuals. For Lucia and other patients suffering from exacerbated conditions, I strive to uplift diverse communities by addressing health inequities. My perception of different volunteering opportunities has changed drastically. Throughout my high school experience, my volunteering was aimless with little rationale behind the work. Most of the work done was through marching band or a myriad of school events that I would partake in. These activities did not hold any particular significance to me, and truthfully, my passions were awry. However, the years spent with the Como Zoo and the clinics were eye-opening for me in that I felt compelled to work with organizations whose missions I resided with. Connecting with others of different backgrounds increased my sympathy and understanding. Throughout this year, I have been more motivated to work towards creating a better world for others who are not as privileged as me. Aiming to improve patient experience within free clinics, I created an integrative community engagement project consisting of a quality improvement study at Shifa Clinic. I'm conducting surveys for patients to describe their experience at the clinic so that we can improve the quality of our care. These community-engaged experiences have allowed me to empathize and relate to others and have brought me back full circle to my purpose. Just as my family once moved to Canada, I am now able to help other immigrants who may struggle to access healthcare due to religious, cultural, or financial barriers. I will continue this work throughout my career as a physician or healthcare worker and will continue to advocate for more accessible healthcare in our country.